One day we got a phone call. There was a boxer born with no front legs. I ran past Mark and said, I have to go pick up a boxer. He doesn't have any front legs. And he just goes, okay. And I thought to myself, I don't know if he actually heard that or not.
I really didn't. An hour or two later, she comes home with this thing. All I could think is, how the heck are we going to do this?
You're talking about a bottle baby that's 13.5 ounces.
Those little dogs like that don't survive. We're scrambling. What do we do? How do we feed him? What do we feed him? We never imagined that Nubby would get through the first night.
Our first night with Nubby was horrible. I was terrified he was going to pass away. Didn't know if he was drinking everything the way he was supposed to be drinking.
And we literally had him in a little box with a timer on it, and we get up every hour. You know, we took turns. I had twins. I'm used to taking one shift.
Nubby got through the first night.
We couldn't believe it that we got through the next night and then the next night.
Nubby from the get-go was very active.
We built the Lego wheelchair, put some little truck wheels on the front, wrapped some gauze on it, and he just took off scooting across the floor. By about 2 to 3 weeks old, we were looking at Nubby saying, you're really going to make it. But he got aspirated pneumonia. He was still happy. You could tell that he was just a happy little guy, but he was sick, and I mean really sick.
He went into ICU. We almost lost him.
Every day, we'd go down there and see Nubby.
I've never seen him give up.
He got better. After that, then we really knew he was going to make it.
Nubby's comeback had many ups and downs, but at the end of the day, he's just a happy dog.
As he grew a little bit older, he wanted to stand. I think at that moment, he figured out that he didn't have 4 legs.
Where are you going?
He kept falling. I wanted to immediately pick him up, but I knew that Nubby would need to learn how to be mobile on his own, and he figured it out. Olivia Pig, she was very motherly, very nurturing. Maggie, on the other hand, did not want to have anything to do with him. Gracie's more the killjoy, don't have too much fun.
When we brought Rita in here with Nubby, they just bonded immediately. We didn't really expect that. Nubby surprised us with his ears. His ears got bigger and bigger and bigger and floppier. It was ridiculous.
Mark became so attached. Nubby! Nubby!
We did everything we could to keep his legs strong. We had a sling, and I would walk and hold him kind of like a suitcase. When he was really having a hard time holding his front end up to eat, I built a feeding stand.
Good boy, Nubby. Is he kicking? He's swimming? He's kicking! And he's wagging.
When Nubby figured out he could launch himself and jump,
The first one scared us.
and he would just watch his mind work to not give up. Once he started that, there was no holding him back.
We thought, well, there really is nothing he can't do.
We went ahead and got him a set of wheels. He hated them. We got him a second set of wheels, and he hated them. Everybody just has this little dog and this little wheels running hell-bent for glory, and our dog won't use them. But the first time he seen a child, he figured out that he could roll. And once he started that, he learned that he can get from point A to point B.
But it wasn't that long after that he got sick.
This is his playtime usually. That's what scared us. It's late in the evening. It's been a rough day. We're right here. This is where we're going to be sleeping tonight.
He ended up with pancreatitis. He lost a lot of weight fast.
What else could go wrong? That's a scary thought. But if you live your life every day with the scary thought that I might get sick or I might injure myself, you can't live your life that way. Live your life with joy and hope.
Nubby has recovered just with a vengeance.
Once he gets through with his exercise, we allow Nubby to come out of his wheels and go buck wild.
He's excited about everything. He's a little maniac.
He's very sneaky.
Yeah.
Very sneaky.
Yeah.
How'd that float get up there?
He gets that look on his face like he's clueless. He's not. He's a smart little guy in there.
I love you. I do. But you're not going to eat your bed. No. Did you bring that flip-flop to him?
He has a conspirator, which is Rita.
Did you and Nubby do this? Did you kill that hedgehog? So we have 2 squirrels injured, 1 monkey. All of these are in the hospital. We hold a funeral at 6. Rest in peace.
You'll see him running as if he's not even missing anything. He's just, this is how I do it, and this is how I roll. Nubby sees the world like any other dog. He thinks he's just like the rest of the pack.
Nubby obviously has to have a different way of moving, but other than that, he wants to still play. He's joyful.
He has a great quality of life. We didn't realize what it was going to take at the time. I built this house originally. With Nubby, we knew we had to make some changes so he's not feeling like he's different. We consider ourselves just average Americans. I did all the construction. We're doing it on a tight budget. This is the new door for Nubby's condo. I don't care if it's Nubby or any animal or your goldfish. Once you've made that commitment, it's your job to make sure they have a good quality of life.
Don't let him eat the whole thing.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Nubby.
Happy birthday to Nubby. Oh, the mac and cheese ladies?
Okay, that's enough. We have 1 grandchild named Lainey.
Lainey grew up with Nubby. She doesn't see any difference in Nubby from any other dog. He's just Nubby. You walk in the room and they're sitting together and look at you like, what do you want? We're busy. Nubby and Lainey, they're best pals. The only competition, maybe Rita, they got a little circle going on.
It's been 2 years and a couple of weeks since Nubby came into our lives.
Lou had always been a rescuer. I wasn't really, but we wanted to support the community. We decided to start our own nonprofit, Warriors Educate About Rescue. We talked about it a little bit, and I go, okay. And then I was at work, and I got home, and she goes, okay, we've registered as a nonprofit. And I go,
Okay.
sweet.
And he always just goes, okay. That's one of the biggest things. It's one of the biggest things that, my heart loves him.
It's rewarding.
Doing the nonprofit when we teach into the schools, if you can teach them compassion at an early age, it's going to go a long ways. He is still a dog, but he's different. Can pets be different? Yes.
The highlight of Nubby's life is meeting new kids. He forgets he's in his wheels. He will run to every child. He wants to make sure he meets everybody.
The puppies are here!
In Texas, there's just not enough spay and neuter. It's creating an overpopulation.
Oh my goodness. The rescue. We rescued a pregnant mom that was on the street and she gave birth. And now we have 6 puppies looking for their adoptive homes.
Nubby, are you going to help these babies?
That every time a rescue comes into the house, Maggie is like, why did you drag something else home? The rest of them are always excited.
You got puppies, Nubby? He said, what are they looking for, Nubs?
I'm not sure he's not mama.
I'm not a mama. Look at you. Oh, you're such a good boy. You're so gentle, Nubs.
I've never seen him act like this before. She's the boss.
I'm the boss.
She's the boss. I'm the grunt.
Can you hold this one too? I need to get the other one.
Hurry.
You coming? You coming? Come on, Rita. Here. Okay. All right, we gotta get them their stuff set up.
he does. He's riled up.
That's so cute. Oh, you need two?
I do.
Oh, you.
Bobby.
Yes. You already have two.
Nubby, he's a dog that it doesn't matter how many legs he has, where he's at, he's just happy.
Nubby doesn't give up. So, I mean, he could, but that's not what Nubby does. It gives hope to a lot of people. Just because you have a limb difference or just because you're different, period, doesn't mean that you don't have a quality of life. And he teaches that every single day.